Hello everybody, I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and I'm back with you today to start our month 2 of our Oh Happy Day Sew Along. Now in month 1, we went through and we made the first 3 blocks in the pattern, which included cutting up our panel. So we have lots of little panel squares that we cut up last month. We also made our large green and blue block last month, and we made 2 other, our green and red blocks last month. And now we are ready to jump into month 2. During month 2 of our Oh Happy Day Sew Along, we are going to work on blocks 4, 5, and 6. So right now at the beginning, we're going to jump into block 4. As I was looking through the pattern to pull my fabrics for block 4, I noticed in the pattern that there are some fabrics that are called for that are not included in your kit. The reason for this is because they were not included in the fabric requirements that I received to make up the kit, nor are they included in the fabric requirements that are on the back of your pattern. So that was a little bit of a surprise for me today. The way to remedy that, my suggestion to you would be, we still have both of those fabrics in the shop. So my suggestion would be to order a ½ yard to cover yourself for the kit. I hope that a ½ yard would be enough. I assume that it will be. If you have some in your stash that you think would work for that, go ahead and feel free to do that. If you want to substitute some of the other fabrics that are in your kit to cover those fabrics that are missing, you could do that, although I'm not sure if you might be shorted then on those fabrics for future blocks. So I think probably the easiest thing is just to order yourself a ½ yard. You can either go to happylittlestitchshop.com and you can search for Oh Happy Day and all of the yardage will pop up, or I will put links below for the 2 pieces of yardage that you will need, unless there are more that come up as we go through these other blocks. But for right now, I just see 2 that are missing. They are the green diamond fabric. This was not called for in the fabric requirements, so it was not included in your kit, but it is called for in the pattern. So this one, and also the green texture. So both of these, if you want to do it exactly as it's called for in the pattern, you'll need to order a ½ yard for both of those. Otherwise, let's take a peek at our fabrics that are needed for block 4. First of all, you're going to need your big chunk of vanilla texture fabric. We're going to do a lot of cutting out of that. And then you're going to need your blue shoe fly, the green texture, which is not included, but this is what that would look like. The black daisy, and the red texture print. You will also need the yellow circles, the blue squares, the black checkered print, and the green diamond that we just talked about that's not included. And for these 2 blocks, we are going to make 2 of the same for block 4. We are working on these little house blocks right here. And they're going to be included in 2 different parts of the quilt. And so we will make this block times 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on my block 4, and then I will be back with you to share it with you when I am done, and I will share any tips or tricks that I figured out as I was making it. Otherwise, go ahead and grab your fabrics for block 4 and get started cutting and piecing, and let's make block 4. Hey guys, so we just finished piecing together block 4. I hope it went smoothly for you. We did 2 blocks for block 4, just 2 of the same block. So here are mine. Little houses. For those of you who follow me, I love houses. I love stitching houses for cross stitch. So this was kind of fun to make these. There are a lot of little pieces in there, so mine did not line up perfectly, but I'm not going to sweat it. I'm hoping it all goes together nicely once the quilt is done. So my house blocks are done, and now we're ready to move on to block 5, which is the cream and black check block. So here is the fabric you need for block 5. You need more of your vanilla texture, and you need your black check. That's it for block 5. So we'll go ahead and cut your fabric for block 5, go ahead and piece it for block 5, and I'll come back and I'll share mine with you when I'm done, and I'll share any information that pops up as I'm making it. I didn't have anything come up with the houses. It seemed to go pretty smoothly, but I'll let you know if anything pops up with block 5. Have fun. Hey everybody, so I just finished putting together block 5. This one went together pretty smoothly, although do keep an eye on your points to make sure that they're lined up. I did have to get out my seam ripper and rip it out a few times in order to get those lined up, but this one went together kind of lickety-split. So here's my block 5, and now we are ready to move on to block 6, our final block for this month in our Oh Happy Day sew-along. So here are the fabrics you need for block 6. This one's gonna be another large one. I think it's gonna finish at 20 by 20. We need the vanilla texture fabric. You need your red daisies. And this one is called black squares. So those 3 fabrics will make block 6. And remember, this one finishes at 20 by 20, but that's finished in the quilt. So if you measure your block after you piece it together, it should be 20.5 by 20.5. So I am gonna get busy with block 6 and I will come back and let you know how it goes. Okay guys, so we just finished making block 6. Now I will tell you, as I was going through and making it, there was an omission in the pattern. When you cut up the fabric, it did not call for any 3.5-inch squares of the red daisy, and you will need 4 of them. So you will need 4 3.5-inch squares cut from the red daisy fabric, and that is not included in the pattern, but you'll see as you go to piece it that it calls for the 3.5-inch squares, so I'm just giving you a heads up that that's coming. That was the only thing that I saw as I made this gigantic block. So this is block 6 in our Oh Happy Day sew-along. And I hope that you are having fun sewing all of this stuff with me. I think these blocks are really cute, and this pattern, this quilt is gonna be gorgeous by the time we get all these blocks finished. So for the second month, we're working on blocks 4, 5, and 6. Have fun doing it, and please join me for month 3, where we will work through the next few blocks in the pattern, and before you know it, we're gonna have a beautiful quilt when we're all done. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Follow Happy Little Stitch Shop. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. And make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any future sew-along videos. And check out our website, happylittlestitchshop.com, for all of your quilting and cross-stitching goodies. And check out all of the sew-alongs and the stitch-alongs that we have coming up. Thanks so much, you guys. Have fun making your blocks this month, and I will see you again next month. Happy stitching!